Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are all well by the grace of Allah, who is beneficial and merciful to all of us. I am Dr. Afroz Khan, consultant physician and surgeon practicing in Delhi, India and abroad. Shop number 1988, Gali Haji Ismail, Mahalla Kabristan, Turkman Gate, Daryaganj, New Delhi 0002. Wishing you all a very happy Eid al-Adha. And now I will give you information about Eid al-Adha, often called the Festival of Sacrifice, which is a very special festival for Muslims around the world. It falls on the 10th day of Dhul Hijjah, which is the 12th and last month of the Islamic lunar calendar. This special occasion comes right after the completion of the Hajj pilgrimage, which is itself a journey of faith and devotion. Eid al-Adha is not just a holiday, it's a powerful reminder of unwavering faith, complete obedience to Allah, and the spirit of sacrifice that lies at the heart of a believer's life. It is a time when Muslims reflect on the deep story behind this festival, a story that has guided humanity for centuries, teaching us to trust in Allah's divine plan and the benefits of such trust. Eid al-Adha's origin is linked to the story of Prophet Ibrahim, known as Abraham in other traditions. Allah decided to test Prophet Ibrahim's faith in a truly profound way. He was commanded by Allah in several dreams to sacrifice his beloved son, Ismail. Just imagine the burden of this command on a father's heart. His son, who was given to him in his old age, was incredibly dear. Yet Prophet Ibrahim understood that this was a command from his Creator. He did not question it. Instead, he prepared himself to submit to Allah's will, showing unparalleled obedience and trust that we still reflect on today. Prophet Ibrahim spoke to his young son Ismail about this divine command. Little Ismail, filled with the same spirit of obedience as his father, immediately agreed. He encouraged his father to carry out Allah's command, showing incredible courage and faith at such a young age. He said, "O my father, do as you are commanded. If Allah wills, you will find me among the patient." This response shows the excellent upbringing and deep faith, trust, instilled in Ismail. This mutual understanding and willingness to obey Allah's command, even in the face of such a great personal sacrifice, is a central theme of Eid al-Adha. It teaches us the importance of family supporting each other in goodness. As Prophet Ibrahim prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice, and just as he was about to fulfill the command, Allah intervened. He called out to Ibrahim, acknowledging his complete obedience and sincerity. At that very moment, Allah replaced Ismail with a ram, which was then sacrificed. This was a clear sign that the test was complete, and Prophet Ibrahim had passed this great trial of faith with flying colors. Allah did not want the life of the son, but he wanted to see the extent of Ibrahim's devotion. Therefore, Eid al-Adha commemorates this incredible act of faith, obedience, and Allah's mercy. It is a celebration of Prophet Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice his most beloved possession for Allah. A very important part of Eid al-Adha is the special Eid prayer. This prayer is done in a group on the morning of Eid, usually about an hour after the sun comes up. Muslims gather in big numbers, mostly in open fields called Eidgahs, or in large mosques. This creates a wonderful feeling of community and joy. Before going to prayer, Muslims are told to perform ghusl, which means washing the entire body, to wear their best clothes, usually new ones, and to recite takbeers on the way. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd, which means Allah is the greatest, there is no God but Allah, and all praise belongs to Allah, as they go to the prayer area. This sets a mood of respect and happiness right from the start of the day. The Eid al-Adha prayer has 2 rakats. These are units of prayer, but it's performed differently from daily prayers. It includes some extra takbeers. In the first rakah, after the opening takbir called Takbeerat al-Ihram, and after the opening prayer, the imam who leads the prayer recites a few more takbeers, usually 7, before reading Surah al-Fatiha and another surah. In the second rak'ah, there are usually 5 more takbeers before reading Surah al-Fatiha and another surah. After the 2 rak'ahs are completed, the imam gives a khutbah, which is a speech. Listening to the khutbah is highly recommended because it often talks about the importance of Eid, lessons from Prophet Ibrahim's sacrifice, and guidance for the community. After the Eid prayer, the act of Qurbani, which is the sacrifice of an animal, begins. This act is a sunnah muakkada, meaning it's a very important practice of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, for those who have the money or nisab to do it. The animals allowed for Qurbani include sheep, goats, cattle-like and camels. It's not just any animal. There are specific rules that must be followed. These rules make sure that the sacrifice is meaningful and respects the animal's life, showing how serious and sacred this act is. This ritual is a direct copy of Prophet Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice for Allah. The rules for choosing an animal for Qurbani are quite strict. For example, a goat or sheep must be at least 1 year old, and a camel must be at least 5 years old. The animal must also be healthy and have no obvious problems, like being blind, very lame, or too weak. The sacrifice must be done within a specific time frame, which starts after the Eid prayer on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah and ends at sunset on the 13th of Dhul Hijjah. Performing the sacrifice before the Eid prayer is not allowed. These rules highlight the necessary discipline and attention to detail in acts of worship. The real meaning of Qurbani isn't just about shedding blood. It's about having respect and fear for God and fully following God's commands. God says in the Quran, "Their meat will not reach God, nor will their blood, but your devotion will reach him." This is from Surah Al-Hajj, chapter 22, verse 37. This verse clearly explains the true purpose. The act of Qurbani symbolizes our wish to give up something precious for God, just like Prophet Abraham was ready to do. It's a strong reminder that all good things come from God, and we should be ready to share them and use them in ways that please God. This deepens our connection with our Creator and strengthens our desire to follow God's commands. A very important part of Qurbani is sharing the meat. Traditionally, it's considered good to divide the meat into 3 parts. 1/3 is for your family, so they can join in the joy of Eid. The second third is shared with relatives, friends, and neighbors, which strengthens social ties and spreads the happiness of the occasion. The last third, and perhaps the most important, is for the poor and needy. This makes sure that those who are less fortunate are not left out of the Eid celebrations and can enjoy a healthy meal which they often don't get. This specific way of sharing is very good and truly beautiful in many ways. It promotes a spirit of generosity and kindness within the Muslim community. By making sure the meat reaches those in need, people fulfill an important social duty. This act helps to reduce inequality and reminds everyone of the importance of caring for each other. It transforms the ritual of Qurbani into a true expression of Islamic values like compassion, sharing, and community unity. It teaches us that our joys are even better when they include acts of kindness towards others, especially those who are struggling. It brings blessings to what we have. Speaking of food, the meat from Qurbani animals, when eaten in the right amounts, offers several health benefits. It's a great source of good quality protein, which is needed to build and fix our body tissues, including muscles. It also provides important nutrients like iron, which helps prevent anemia and boost energy levels, and zinc, which is vital for the immune system. Vitamin B12, which is plentiful in red meat, is essential for nerve function and making red blood cells. When choosing cuts, leaner parts are usually healthier. Organs like liver are packed with vitamins, but it's important to eat them in moderation. Sharing this nutritious food also helps the overall health and well-being of the community, especially for those who don't regularly have access to such protein sources. Eid al-Adha is a huge way to build unity and strong bonds within the Muslim community. On this day, families come together, often traveling long distances to be with their loved ones. Homes fill with warmth, laughter, and the smell of holiday foods. Muslims visit each other, wishing Eid Mubarak, which means blessed Eid, and often give gifts, especially to children. This creates a feeling of joy and shared celebration that goes beyond social and money differences. Praying together and sharing the experience of Qurbani strengthens this feeling of being part of a larger family, the Ummah. It's a time to forgive old disagreements and make relationships stronger. The celebration of Eid al-Adha also connects Muslims around the world, reminding them of their shared faith and history. As millions of pilgrims complete the Hajj rituals in Mecca, Muslims worldwide connect with them in spirit by celebrating Eid al-Adha. This shared practice of rituals, the Eid prayer, the Takbeerat and Qurbani, creates a deep sense of unity. It shows the worldwide brotherhood and sisterhood in Islam, where believers, no matter their country, race or language, are one in their devotion to Allah. This worldwide unity is a beautiful example of the Islamic message and the timeless truth of its principles. The main lessons of Eid al-Adha are deeply spiritual and offer guidance for a good life. The first lesson is complete surrender to Allah's will, as shown by Prophet Ibrahim and his son Ismail. This teaches us the importance of putting our faith first and being ready to sacrifice for Allah. Another important lesson is thankfulness. We show thanks for Allah's countless blessings, including our families, our food, and His mercy in providing a substitute for Ibrahim's sacrifice. Also, Eid creates a deep sense of care and concern for the poor and needy, reminding us of our duty to share our blessings and lessen the suffering of others. Finally, the spirit of Eid al-Adha should go beyond just a few days of celebration. The lessons of obedience, sacrifice, generosity and thankfulness should be part of our daily lives all year long. Eid is a yearly reminder to renew our commitment to Allah, strengthen our character, and be more aware of the needs of those around us. By living these values, we can try to live a life that pleases Allah and benefits humanity. May Allah accept our sacrifices and worship, and may He enable us to always keep the beautiful spirit of Eid al-Adha in our hearts.